be prepared for a very heavy downpour. This thing will be crossing the interstate within the next 15 to 25 minutes or so. Likely has some hail in this system and the potential for some damaging winds in excess of 40 or 50 miles per hour. We think as we get into Sunday is the time frame we need to be most concerned. What we'll initially have is a lot of rain, but then there will be a brief change over to wet snow before everything comes to a close later on Sunday afternoon. Amounts very iffy at this point. You're looking at about maybe an inch on elevated surfaces, a couple of inches as you go farther northward towards Livingston or westward toward the Shenandoah Valley. But a real genuine snowstorm kind of idea is going to be confined to the western highlands or the deep southwestern mountains.
The radar is starting to get a little more active now as we head into the evening hours. Sean,
yeah,
tracking it?
Not everywhere, but there are a couple of storms out there. The one that is carrying the severe thunderstorm warning in Rockbridge County. This one is staying northward from the city of Lexington. But of course, what if you are in a mobile home when that warning is issued? If you can get to a more sturdy structure within 1 to 2 minutes, abandon the mobile home and head for that shelter. But if you cannot get there quickly, the safer course of action is to move to the innermost part of the home, get beneath some sturdy furniture, and cover your head with pillows or blankets. 3 or 4 minutes. Leesville Road Elementary School takes part in the statewide tornado drill every year. Principal Amy Hunley has a plan in place.
If we're under severe weather warning, we have procedures in place that we would move our students into a secure location in the building. Having the students in the halls puts more walls between them and the outside. Raising awareness starts early. We visit schools and talk about safety. A watch means conditions are favorable for storm formation. Or for the students, tornado watch means, you know what? We sent up the balloon, we saw that the wind is doing that up there and it's doing this down here. We need to watch because when the storms come later on, they might start to make tornadoes. So a watch means you should plan a course of action. When a warning is issued, put that plan of action into place. One of the most important rules to remember regarding tornado safety is to get as low to the ground as possible. This cuts down on the threat that you're going to be impacted by flying debris. A basement or interior crawl space is always best. Whenever possible, get into a location with some reinforced ceiling areas with pipes or perhaps beneath a flight of stairs. And if there's time, grab some blankets or pillows, put them over top of your head and neck just in case you are hit by any kind of flying debris. I sat down with Phil Heisel, morning coordination meteorologist at the National Weather Service office in Blacksburg. He has some advice if you are trapped in a car.
Most people are injured or killed from tornadoes due to flying debris, and I don't know how many times I've seen from tornado surveys car windshields that are broken from debris that is flowing through the windows. You want to make sure that you're protected from that flying debris. If you get underneath that dashboard, at the very least you'll be protected from the glass that may break if the debris goes through your car.
But being outside is even worse.
We still see a lot of people seek shelter underneath highway overpasses. That's a very dangerous place to be. That is not a safe place. Again, those winds are funneled through there at a faster rate of speed. You're putting yourself at a higher risk.
So remember, get inside as low as you can and away from windows. If you live in a mobile home, it is a good idea to leave it ahead of time when a tornado watch is issued. While being in a mobile home puts you at great risk, being outside during a tornado is worse. So unless you can get to a more sturdy structure within a minute or two, you are better off staying put. You can also subscribe to ABC 13 Weather Call, and we can contact you if a warning is issued for your area. And new this year, a lightning notification service, and these services are as little as $9.95 per year. Thanks for joining us. Remember to be weather aware, plan ahead, and be safe.
ABC 13 Weather, forecasts you can count on.
Well, Lynn, Sean, I am just loving this weather.
So many people loving it. You know, it's just nice to have it. You know, we know we've got the winter coming ahead.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't even gotten to astronomical winter yet, so there's still a long time. And this really doesn't have anything to do with what the rest of the winter is going to be like. You're going to have these little ups every once in a while, so you might as well enjoy the up while we have it. We do expect temperatures to be near record levels tomorrow. Only place to break a record today was in the Roanoke Valley. We're into 73, which broke the old record by a solid 3 degrees. We think the numbers you see there for record highs, standing records as they are tomorrow in Lynchburg, Danville, Roanoke, Blacksburg, all in jeopardy of falling tomorrow. We think the best chance to have one of these broken will be in Danville, where the record is 74. Even though we're forecasting a smidge below that into both Lynchburg and Roanoke, everything comes together just right. We still have a legitimate shot at eclipsing those levels. Temperatures this evening falling through the 60s, some places a little bit more quickly than others, but another pleasant night on the way. We expect temperatures first thing in the morning still only down to about 50 or so, much like was seen first thing this morning. We're down to 60 on the south side of Lynchburg right now. Just checked on the thermometer outside, 67 here in Midtown. We're 64 in Roanoke. Still find the 60s not just across south side Virginia, but through the New River Valley for the most part, and just now beginning to hit down to about 60 into Beckley, West Virginia. Now a couple sprinkles out in West Virginia, harmlessly bypassing us to the north. A lot of residual nagging cloud cover across the heart of Virginia for a stretch today. In time, that is going to start to break up either late tonight, early tomorrow, as the winds begin to turn more from the southwest. Have not been that strong out of the southwest last day or two, but as this high pressure system continues to anchor offshore, the winds turn a little bit more out of the south and southwest. And what really squeezes them is this cold front, which is going to be approaching from the from the west and north. That's really the leading edge of the cooler air that's coming from the upper part of the Midwest. So until that really goes through sometime early Wednesday morning, we stay in the very warm air mass with the temperatures a solid 20 degrees above normal for the time of year. Current temperatures even up to Chicago, Illinois, upwards of around 70 degrees. You can see there is that leading edge of the colder air. When we look at the temperature trend or the temperature pattern over these next 48 hours, here we're not looking at very specific numbers, but we're looking at warm and cold air masses. Watch the cooler air coming out of the upper Midwest here and advancing on us. But the worst of this cold is going by to the north across central and lower Great Lakes. So we will be cool again toward Wednesday and Thursday, but only seasonably such. We don't see any big cold coming anytime in the next 2 weeks, actually. So for tomorrow, although there may be a few of these areas of fog first thing in the morning, they should melt away, and the majority of the time through tomorrow afternoon should be generally sunny with a nice little breeze from the southwest. Lows tonight will go down to about 50 beneath that partly to mostly cloudy sky. Central Virginia tomorrow, mostly sunny. Warm and breezy for the afternoon. High 73 in Lynchburg, Amherst, and Bedford, 74 through Alta Vista, Appomattox, and Rustburg. It's about south side of Virginia, back to the mid-70s tomorrow. Mostly sunny, nice warm breeze for the afternoon here at 76 into Danville and South Boston. Mountains also pick up on the warmth tomorrow, back to 70 for the New River Valley, 73 into the Star City, 72 mostly sunny into Lexington and much of Rockbridge County. Morning showers Wednesday, then it does turn sunny, but cooler. Will hold into the 50s. 50s for Thursday and Friday as well. Maybe a stray shower here or there over the weekend, but we really don't see it wet. If anything, it warms back up with highs back to the 60s.